Hello everyone. But yeah, we are live as we, continue on this endeavor with the inklings, where we just mainly talk and have a good time talking about what's going on what's going on and everything else. And that's that's our whole goal with this, is just because this is our tribute to my favorite author, J.R. Tolkien, who met with his buddies every Wednesday at 6. And so, yeah, so 6 Central Time, we're going to be sitting here talking, chit chatting, all that good stuff. Remember, if you want some merchandise, go to Pop Pop Tees. We have a goal to sell 100. But yeah, anyway, our little goal here is to hopefully just have some fun and all that stuff. So, but as we Wednesdays at 6, but at the Phantasm Realm, some more updates on that, I guess. I have 2 more shorts I need to do. Um, Still waiting on some ideas for that. And but that's about it. Um, we're hopefully going to be um, doing that here. So yeah, it should be fun and exciting for this endeavor, with the Phantasm Realm, sort of my tribute to Rod Sterling, Rod Serling, creator of the Twilight Zone and Night Gallery. And that's kind of my goal ultimately with this, is to kind of create horror like that again. And one character specifically, I do want him to maybe have conversations about him rivaling Art the Clown. At least that's the goal. And I'll find an idea for that short. Although that's going to require some maneuvers a little bit. to basically make that work. And but ultimately, that's what it's all about here. To basically, we'll just be discussing things, but let's try and send out some links here. Phone. Hopefully, you all can hear me. Test 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, we're going to be sending the link to some people, so bear with us here, folks. We just got to send a link to one more person. But anybody who wants to join, the link is in the chat too, so feel free. What? we will be up here, and we got someone in the back. It allows me to, and we have Coley in the back.
Yeah, and I get a new number this Friday, and then I'm gonna set up a new Google account.
Okay, this is live, by the way. So.
Oh shit.
Oh, but it's okay. No, Cole's been having some tech issues with his YouTube account, and hopefully we can get your. We're gonna get your channel back. So. But yeah. Anyway, Cole was one of the first people in Night to the Killer Brewski, so check that out. He's the one who actually fell on his hardwood floor.
Or his carpet, but yeah.
Did that actually hurt a little bit?
A little bit, but it wasn't too bad. Also, I'm gonna mute my mic because I just got a voice messenger.
But yeah, yeah, no,
it doesn't really. I'll just do it after.
Okay. But yeah, I love that voice you came up with. I'm gonna be drinking some beer today, guys. Ah, that's a good shit. Oh no, I'm dying.
That's funny.
And you know, the thing is, though, I love the people that are commenting on that. Though, like, dude, the film's kind of meant to be bad. I mean, literally, Cole, how did Night to the Killer Brewskis end?
With me dying.
Well, yeah, but remember, it said 8 trillion people die from poison beer. The world has ended. You know, there's not 8 trillion people in the world. It's kind of parody. You know? So you can't take the movie seriously. It's just a bunch of YouTubers that die drinking beer. I hope that the Phantasm Realm, because I do want to get other YouTubers involved to make short films for it. So
yeah.
Okay, hi. And we have Antony.
Hi there, you guys.
Hi. And hopefully, speaking of Phantasm Realm, hopefully a guy, once the short films are finished, can do the wraparound segments. So he's good. I'm hoping since I want to make this a series, I want Antony to be my Bruce Campbell.
Oh, definitely. It would be wonderful.
I fucking hate this echoing. I'm gonna leave and then I'll come back.
Am I echoing?
Yes, you are.
Stupid.
It's okay. It happens. Hey,
let's just say, Antony, I'll put this in the private chat. Let's just say I've been having some tech issues. We'll leave it at that. I'm putting this in the private chat.
Hey, that's no prob. So how have you been, man?
Good.
Busy myself.
Yeah. Private chat.
Like I said, shit happens. Don't worry about it.
And we tried everything, so I'm just gonna get a new phone number this Friday and a new Google account.
Fair enough.
I got one more thing to put in the private chat. This stays in the private chat, but essentially this is what happened.
Oh my god. Well.
Testing?
Yep.
And I'll put one more thing in the private chat.
All right. And speaking of the private chat, let's just say because I do, the Phantasm Realm is going to have a series of 13 short films, hopefully through every every movie that's a part of it. It's going to have 13 short films, and we're going to have 13 movies.
Mm-hmm.
So there is somebody I'm hoping to get for the sequel, and I just want to put it in the private chat for Antony, for somebody that I'm hoping we can get him to work. I'm hoping we can get him. Now he hasn't acted in 5 years, but I really want to get him involved in it. And I'm just going to leave his name in the private chat.
Okay.
Very on the nose to a famous actor who we all know. Last name, that is.
Ooh.
I'm hoping to have him be sort of a Dr. Loomis because there's a specific ending. Now I'm gonna have to film this in a way where to make it look like I'm gonna have to double for Antony, which we'd look nothing like. But basically, I'm gonna have to do a little first person shooting. So basically, I'm gonna have to duct tape my phone to my head or something.
Oh, why?
And try to fight my friend, who is 6'8".
Goodness gracious.
And so it's going to be quite interesting to do, but I think I could pull it off.
Hey, Ty, is it Darth Connery? Bane from The Dark Knight Rises, Sean Connery. Hello there, welcome to Darth.
We're live, Cole.
Oh, it was a joke.
I know. I don't know, but I'm hoping we can get this guy because I think, and basically I want him to kind of be a Dr. Loomis type.
Mm.
And then I'm hopefully going to be going on some podcasts to help promote the Phantasm Realm a little bit. And the one thing I want to say is, I want this character to kick Art the Clown's butt. Because if Art the Clown is a new horror icon, well, guess what? If he's basically Cole, I don't know. People have said that Art's kind of the new Freddy, right?
I would agree with it. He's like a mix of Freddy and a little bit of Jason.
Well, I would say this. If Art the Clown's the new Freddy.
Someone, again, suspicions, not saying names, but somebody was unfairly blocked from your live chat again. I'll put in the private chat who it was.
Uh-oh. What's going on?
I checked, he wasn't blocked.
What the
And again, not saying names, but you worked out something with a certain someone, didn't you?
Yes. Well, it's being worked on. And if you were, I checked, you were not blocked earlier. All right, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to probably start echoing again because
it's fine.
So, and it kind of sucks because, hey, guess what? This person might be involved with okay, it should be fixed, and just I'm gonna check something real quick here.
Okay, where the fuck is it?
Hey, Joseph.
Wait, is he in the chat now?
Yep.
All right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
Send me
geez,
the other.
like how do all these guys keep getting blocked when Ty isn't even the one doing it?
I have my suspicions, but
Thank you, Ty. What's up? Hi, Cole.
no problem.
All
Hey,
right.
Cole, do me a
Hello
favor.
there.
Send me a
Hey
link.
there. What's up,
Send me a link.
Ty?
Not much.
I'm okay.
Cole, send me a link to the other person that's usually blocked. But yes, and hopefully for the Phantasm realm, I'll be pleased to announce that the sequel, hopefully, Joseph will have to be doing a short film. Although, for legal purposes, his dad is going to be credited as director, since he is. Since you are 15, we're just doing it for legal purposes. But Joseph is hopefully going to be doing a short film as well, because I reacted to some of his short films and he bought some merch. And thank you for that, Joseph.
Oh my God, he's referring to Trolls Band Together Fan 2001. Look what he put.
Very funny.
Oh,
If you don't know who that is, Antony,
Who's
just
that?
if you want more details, Trolls Band Together Fan 2001. His YouTube channel was terminated in September last year, but the idiot came back on with a different account. I'm not going to get into all the details because people have done in-depth videos on him, but long story short, he's a P to the E to the D to the O, and he also threatened to kill a movie reviewer, Harry Thomas Pictures, for not liking Wreck-It Ralph, and he said this guy was worse than Hitler.
Oh, man.
And he is also a confirmed pedo, so he's really bad.
Oh, that just makes it even worse.
But yeah,
I know, I feel bad, Harry taunted too.
That's who Joseph is referring to, which is, and Alex is his real name, but he says, I bet Alex's dad wishes he did that.
Oh, man.
I know, I feel bad, Harry taunted. Is that his own penis? Well,
Well, let me
he
put
has.
this joke in the private chat.
Jeez, now. I guess
But
I
yeah,
did miss
Trolls
a
Band
lot of
Together
crazy
fan.
stuff going on here. Well, I can't tell if it's for the best or if it's for the worse.
You'll find this joke in the private chat funny. Take a look.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
That's so funny.
Also, another really messed up thing he did. And again, like you would think that, oh, if he was terminated, he would learn his lesson not to threaten to kill people. He might not be doing it on YouTube anymore, but he's doing it on Discord and all other stuff. And the creepiest thing of all, last year, he said, and keep in mind, this guy's 24. He said a 7-year-old was attractive.
What?
Yeah, he's an idiot.
What?
Yeah,
on
here's the
earth is
moron.
going on
Anyways,
here?
this.
And I'm pretty sure I have your email, Antony. I'll send you like a funny meme that I did on Trolls Band Together Fan a while ago.
And tomorrow I don't see the movie New Black movie at one. It kind of based on true story. I don't see it tomorrow night.
Nice, but yeah, that guy Trolls Band Together Fan. He's got a couple screws loose.
Oh man.
He'd be best friends with Dan Sobel, and no, Dan Schneider. He'd be best friends with that idiot and Dan Sobel. Dan Sobel's another clown who. Dan Sobel's just as bad as Trolls Band Together Fan. He's done some of the same crap. So he's another delusional clown.
All right. Sorry.
Just completely insane.
we're gonna get to the bottom of some of this unjustly blocking, because hopefully there's someone else who's usually blocked that we can. Um,
Okay,
All right.
we're not saying names, but wait, okay, let me look. Oh, yeah. Okay, I can yeah,
All right.
just give me a sec. Hold on.
Listen. All right. I see you, Zach.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, Zach.
Oh,
How's your band?
Hey.
It's been okay, I guess.
Don't see the movie tomorrow, new Black Pit movie, at 1 at the theaters
I
tomorrow,
heard
Legal Cinema.
that new F1 movie looks pretty good.
Yeah, I hope so. It's based on true story. It's kind of like the Days of Thunders. It's
And I'm
similar.
excited because it was done by Joseph Kosinski, who did Top Gun Maverick.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he did great job with that movie,
And
too.
now, I just sent you the link tied to the guy who usually. Like, what is up? Like, how do all these people keep getting blocked randomly?
And now I'm getting a phone call. My vibrator's going off, guys.
Jeepers.
Let me put the joke in the private chat.
Well, okay. Looks like it was just nobody. Okay.
Oh, wait.
But no,
We can't hear it because the volume down.
I have a theory on who it is.
All right, look what I put in the private chat as a joke.
Whoopsie.
Very hilarious.
And there was a certain individual. I'm not saying names, Antony. All I'm gonna say is this Trolls Band Together fan guy, when my channel was up, again, we're not saying names, but I made a post, okay, calling out this guy because, again, Trolls Band Together fan, this is the same guy who threatened to kill multiple people. And it's one thing to dislike a movie, but it's an extra mile to make unreasonable comparisons when you don't like a movie. Like he said in his Across the Spider-Verse review that it was the 9/11 of movies and that the animators deserve to go to prison for what they've done. And this Trolls Band Together fan guy, like I said, he threatened to kill multiple people and he's a pedo. And again, certain individual, I'm not saying the name, but he got upset at me for calling him the R word. He's like, "Oh, the R word's a slur." I'm like, shut up.
Okay.
Really?
Well, Joseph has a question for you.
All right. What would that
No.
be?
You know, I wanted
I
to
don't have
speak
that
to
crap.
of Ian Jones by the cancel
And again, I'm
person we
not
want to
saying
see
names.
for a
I'll
long
just
time.
Antony,
here-
I'll just put in the private chat who that was.
That's fine.
Here's my thing. I'm always of the opinion that you can make a joke out of any situation, but it's about your delivery. You know, how you say that joke. Like, if I sit there and I said, "Oh, this movie sucks so bad. These people totally. This is the 9/11 of movies."
Oh my.
If I sit there, that's what the guy said. Now, that joke is hard for any stand-up comedian to deliver. If you intend on making that joke, you almost have to sit there and act so stupid about it that to make it funny. But you can't sit there and say it as an individual joke. You almost have to be like with another person playing off and like, that's pretty bad. Like, what are you talking about? You almost have to play the complete dumb guy in order to make that type of joke. And the problem is, I don't think Alex was joking when he said this.
He wasn't.
At least the Alex that sucks, not the cool Alex that's in the chat right now.
Right.
right,
Who was
Alex?
this channel made for?
Yeah, I know. It's
Idiots
a
like
different
him.
outfit. I know.
Who's
It's the other one.
Ever Fans channel made for? Idiots like him. That's who.
Um,
But
it,
hold
I
it,
know
on
I
a
want to
sec.
see Indiana Jones fight that by Steve Gilbert, the director. The movie never got made. About the child bus return. And John Carney returned after
exactly,
it again. Yeah, I found that
exactly,
concept art the other days
Hold on
ago.
a sec.
You know, I wanted to see that all the time. Yeah, the
exactly.
return child bus character. He, Tammy Jones' son. Yes. Find his
Yep.
lost daughter, too.
Hold on a second, Tony. Hold on.
Okay.
Again, we're
Yeah.
gonna keep this private, but just put in the private chat your email because I'm gonna send you something.
It's fine.
It's a video from that individual. Now, granted, like I said, this guy's YouTube channel was terminated, his old channel, but some of his videos were re-uploaded. And oh boy, this one's really bad. And then there's like a stupid scene in his Spider-Verse review where he's being a baby crying in the shower. It's like, really?
Mm-hmm.
And again, the crying in the video was so fake. It was so bad.
Oh, there.
I
I've
know
even
I
met
like the Spider user, Quattro user wanted to. I saw the second one funny. I didn't see it in theaters. I
Joseph, I
missed
don't do
out.
that
See
crap.
that 2 years ago. It's really good. I love it. My first time watching this year. Yeah, the same people did a Popeye movie that Sony
Hold on a
almost got
second. I think
named.
I
The
found
Popeye
it.
movie.
All right, I'm gonna send you something right now. I want you to go to your email and then tell me if I sent it to the right person. I think I did. And that certain individual, again, not saying names, who got mad at me for saying the R word and said it was a, you know what? Well, I have a suspicion he might that user, again, not saying names, might have been responsible for my channel going down.
Okay, so I don't know. Here's my thing, though. I mean, I didn't like Across the Spider-Verse much, but like, I don't know. Like, you never hear me saying a joke like that. Like, maybe extremely sarcastically, but like to the point where it's so sarcastic a deaf guy could hear me.
Mm-hmm.
I do like Spider Quattro user first one. It's kind of like based on the Stanley comic books. You know, Stanley appears a cameo. One of his last
Yeah,
cameo in that film.
and Cole, Joseph has a question for you.
All right, what is it? I bet it's something stupid. I'm willing to bet that it is.
Do you take? Just look at the
Oh,
private.
come
Just
on.
look
My
at the,
phone's being a dick. Now it won't let me go in the chat.
Cole, he's asking if you take steroids.
No, I just answered the question. I don't take no damn steroids.
And let's see, did Junebug's mom get rid of him because he was a ginger?
Oh my god, that joke's so messed up.
Joseph, if you can't,
That joke is so messed up.
if you can't, if you're gonna poke the bear's gonna poke back.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, but no, you know, I guess the main thing is though, I hopefully, the plan is with Return to Phantasm Realm, the sequel. I want to get other YouTubers involved, and Oh my gosh. Can't people just leave me alone as I do a video?
Anyways, guys, I would have loved to stay longer with you, but I need to rest my eyes, okay? I had a
All
pretty
right,
long
guys.
day with tutoring, and yeah, now I'm also preparing for like other stuff for uni or coursework, you know?
Yeah. And also, Antony, I
Okay.
sent you through email. I sent you a re-uploaded review from that bad reviewer that I told you about. Just watch it later. You'll see how bad it is. It's bad. Possibly the
Okay.
worst video in general I've seen on YouTube.
All right,
Oh.
then. Good
All right.
night.
All right.
Bye,
I'm only gonna
Antonio.
stay on here for a couple more
Bye.
minutes.
See you.
See ya.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
just saw the Slayer Fantastic Four, the new one. It was okay, I guess.
That's already out?
As a Slayer, I don't need to see the final Slayer. It was alright. The monster looked like so funny looking, you know.
Oh no,
Oh,
it's
I
not
don't
out yet. It releases July 25th, 2025. So we got like another month to go.
I don't know. I just saw the I saw that the I saw that the tickets for Superman aren't selling.
Yeah, I'm so excited that new Superman will be my good.
I
Better
don't
than
know.
Justice League, Snap Snyder one.
I don't know.
That
I
was like
have
a
my
little bit based on the comic books one. I like
I
that.
don't
The like
I don't
Slayer, the Superman.
I don't know. Superman's my favorite comic book hero, and I just
Me
have
too.
concern. I just have concerns about it. Like I just not. I don't know. I'm just not really feeling it. And listen, I know people are gonna sit there and bash me for this, okay? But I am sorry. I can't get the name. Can the guy please pick a stage name or something? Come on. Corn Sweat.
David Corn Sweat.
I'm sorry. I'm
Such a
sorry.
stupid name.
I'm sorry. We're not making fun of you because of your name, but your name is that's if I was a movie producer, I'm like, okay, your name is not marketable. Your last name is Corn Sweat. We're gonna come up with the stage name. Like even if it's David Blanchett or something, or David James or something. But Corn Sweat.
That is so bad.
I know.
Yeah, I love
That,
that guy.
hey,
Hello.
hello.
Hi there.
But
Hello.
yeah, I'm no. Listen, it's like a good example of a guy who, yes, definitely deserves a stage name. Because whatever, my question is, whatever happened to stage names? Stage names are not a bad thing. Okay.
Right. But yeah,
Oh,
David
wait.
Corn Sweat is a stupid name for a new actor to play Superman.
Or even an actor in general. But Albert Brooks, the guy who played Marlin in Finding Nemo, Nemo's dad.
Yeah,
Albert
the
Brooks is
Albert Brooks played Mother with
yeah,
Gabby Reynolds.
yes,
With Will
Albert
White
Brooks.
too. It's a great movie.
Albert Brooks is that guy's name. Well, guess what his real name is?
What?
Albert Einstein.
Eh?
I'm not making that up. But my thing is, he obviously picked a stage name for a good reason. Dude, please pick a stage name. And, you know, and I agree with Zach here.
Prostitute?
What?
Stage name, that's a prostitute thing. Or stripper.
No, we're talking for movie.
Oh.
Yeah, we are
stage-
talking about more
Because
movies
here's
too.
the thing, Tyrannotherium, with the new Superman movie, the actor's name is David Corn Sweat. Like that's not even if it's a stage name. Like Albert Einstein is the actor's real name who voices Nemo's dad in Finding Nemo, but he went with Albert Brooks, which I think was a better choice.
Oh, I thought stage name is like something else.
Oh, yes, he's right. Hookers do have stage names, but
Yes.
there's also
I'm just joking.
actors that had stage names. For instance, Cary Grant's real name was Archibald Leach. Which sounds better, Archibald Leach or Cary Grant?
Cary Grant.
Cary went quality,
I mean,
mostly.
and then John Wayne. His real name was Marion Robert Morrison. Which name sounds better? John Wayne or Marion Robert? John Wayne or Marion Morrison? Which one sounds better?
Mary, well, yeah,
I
both.
know that John Wayne stage name was the Duke, wasn't it?
Well, that was a nickname, but
I
yeah.
think.
Oh, it was the nickname.
And then Rock Hudson, real name was Roy Harold Fitzgerald.
Oh yeah.
So which name sounds
I
better?
like you too. He played Matt McElroy.
Yeah. So my thing is, stage names are okay, and I kind of agree with Zach. Like, I will agree that David Cornsweet has the look, but you can have the look for Superman doesn't mean you can act the look. And I like Nicholas Hoult as an actor, but I'm just not feeling him as Lex Luthor.
Well, who do you think would have been a good Lex Luthor?
David Harbour.
I like
Yeah, I
Dave
could see
Harbour. First his voice. And Clyde Owen too.
I think David Harbour would have been a good Lex.
Oh, Clyde Owen or Queen Murphy. One of those.
Or,
Thomas James, quality.
Thomas Jane would have been an interesting Lex Luthor. I don't know if I could see it.
Yeah, I
But
like Thomas James. Steve Blake Alfred Punchford.
Yeah.
Blake Punchford, he's the best puncher.
I don't know. Maybe. I know for years people have been saying Vin Diesel as Lex Luthor because he's probably because he is bald, but I could actually see it is the thing. But he can't be like, Dominic Toretto Vin Diesel. I mean, more like Vin Diesel, but actually trying to act.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Cole, who would you pick?
Which I agree with that, which funny enough, before Superman Returns, there was a canceled Superman movie, Superman Flyby, and Vin Diesel was one of the considered actors to play Lex Luthor for that canceled movie.
Yeah, well, who would you pick?
Yeah, I've heard that Superman like white, and they're not made. I like to see that.
I guess if Vin Diesel, if he's trying to go for the serious, trying to act, I could maybe see him as Lex Luthor. Again, if it's played as serious, I could see it. As long as it's not that Dominic Toretto type.
Well, who would you pick as?
Yeah, I would say best movie never podcast. I kind of wish that every
As for
now
who
and
I
then.
would
All
cast
this
as Lex
unmade stuff,
Luthor.
they're not made. This
Alex,
seems like too.
Alex, let Cole talk.
Sorry.
Not
Sorry,
really
Ty.
sure who I would cast as Lex Luthor. I do, however, know who I would cast for Brainiac in a new Superman movie, though.
Oh yeah?
Joel Edgerton.
Huh. That would be interesting. Honestly, that's what I'm. Ooh, I have a better question, Cole. Okay, let's say if they did Brainiac in the '80s, Superman 3, they decided to use Brainiac.
Oh, who would I
Sorry,
have gotten
Ty.
in the 80s? If Gene Hackman was not Lex Luthor, I'd maybe say him, but I'd have to think of an actor who typically played villains back then, but can't really think of it offhand.
Oh, Shane Carey quality way on out. That's quality a villain character better. Cool.
In the 1980s, though, who do you cast as Brainiac?
I'm trying to think about that.
I was thinking he would have been a very big brainiac. He would have been very big. But what about Orson Welles?
Yeah.
Now it would have been a fat brainiac.
Yeah.
Or maybe maybe Christopher Lee.
Sure. But anyways, Tyrannotherium, I have not told you Ty's idea. You know what idea he had for a new Jaws movie that could redeem the series after how especially crappy the fourth movie was? Tyranno, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So basically, JOONBUG Films, he has a good idea that could redeem the Jaws movies with a good sequel. This is an idea he had for Jaws 5. It would basically be a movie set in current time where you have a shark hunter very similar to Quint, but would be played by Daniel Craig, but make the movie rated R and basically make it a better version of the Meg and have this Daniel Craig hunter basically have to hunt a giant megalodon shark, and to have cast Lisa Schreiber as Chief Brody's daughter because Judith Barzy from Jaws: The Revenge passed away. You could use that as a way for her, have the movie be dedicated to her memory, but have it be a movie where those two team up to kill the megalodon, and have it be directed by Marcus Nispel, who did the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, but as a hardcore R-rated movie.
But that would be too much similar to the Meg. It would still be a great white shark.
But yeah, but like, be honest, did the Meg really take advantage of that concept? It didn't.
But they still use the Megalodon. But
like, that's why I actually say go out, make a Jaws movie where they hunt a megalodon, but actually make it bloody. Go out with the blood and the guts, and have them fight a megalodon. Actually, go out with the concept.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know too much about the Jaws franchise. I mean, the only ones I saw is the first and second one. The other ones are garbage, in my opinion.
Yeah, although Jaws: The Revenge is a terrible movie, it is sad what happened to the little girl actress Judith Barzy. I don't know if you know this story, but when she was 10 years old, she voices Ducky in Land Before Time, the first movie, but she was shot and killed by her father when she was 10.
I know that. But she was in the Jaws.
All dogs go to heaven.
Yeah, I know. She was in one of the Jaws movies. I didn't know that.
The fourth one as Chief Brody's daughter, but that's why I say if you're gonna do a new Jaws movie, but a good one to redeem the series, bring back that character, but replace her with a different actress to have the movie basically dedicated to her memory. But have it be a movie where that character teams up with a new shark hunter played by Daniel Craig, and they have to kill like a 90-foot megalodon shark, and to basically have Bruce Campbell play the mayor of the movie, and have Marcus Nispel, who did the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, one of the better horror remakes, directed. Because I feel like if you're gonna do a new Jaws movie, you need someone who can handle tension well, and Marcus Nispel proved he could do that with the 2003 Texas Chainsaw remake.
But the problem is that we need the shark's backstory. Why is the shark huge?
Just say it's a megalodon that people thought was extinct, and then we found out it's alive. I mean, 5% of the ocean has been explored, so who's to say megalodons can't still be alive?
In real life, it didn't.
Megalodons existed millions of years ago.
Yeah, but they went extinct in the fossil record because of the climate change. Not to mention, Megalodon went extinct. Yeah, Megalodon went extinct because of climate change. If Megalodon existed today, it would suffer because the waters are cold. Back then, the waters were much warmer.
Well, who's to say there can't be a warmer part that we haven't found? Like for example, all right, you know how the deepest spot we've discovered is the Mariana Trench, right?
Yeah, but there's already been YouTube videos already debunked videos of Megalodon still alive.
Well, it's just for the sake of a movie.
Okay. If you're doing it for a movie, but you know me, I'm serious when it comes to this debate.
I think they could still be alive. I mean, there was a reported sighting all the way back in, I think it was 1918 in New Zealand, when these fishermen claimed they saw what they said looked like a great white shark, but they said it was much bigger at 100 feet long, and that it was the scariest thing they ever saw, and they never wanted to go back to the ocean after that.
That's clickbait.
That was reported in 1918. I basically have a book talking about cryptids and extinct animals that might possibly still be alive. Which I know climate change happened, but I think it's want to know why I think it's possible? Because some animals adapt certain abilities over time.
Yeah, but when you're big like that, you can't adapt very well. You know.
At least the animals that we know of so far.
Yeah, and not to mention, it would have competition with killer whales and great white sharks, and it would go extinct because of the two.
Is Tyrannosaurus being an animalologist?
Whatever. We're having fun with this guy.
All right.
Yeah, we had fun last week.
But
Yeah,
I think
be nerdy and stuff like that.
Did you ever Tyrannotherium? Did you ever read the book? Did you ever read the book Meg, a Novel of Deep Terror? It was really good.
No, I haven't.
The Meg is a crappy movie adaptation. Read the book. Meg, a Novel of Deep Terror is a really good book. The main character, Jonas Taylor.
I heard about it.
He's like an Indiana Jones and Dr. Alan Grant sort of character.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And it's not the Meg. Like honestly, the Meg book. I mean, Steve Alton is one of my favorite authors of all time. And it's just that, the Meg book is just not a good adaptation. I mean, and they honestly, if they ever, that would be a series that I would like to just, I would say they should just remake and
a graphic novel
into a movie. I just say have Zach direct it.
Meanwhile, I would be kind of like the chief and supervisor on what the shark would look like.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said,
not
Jason Statham I like as an actor, but he wasn't really the right choice for Jonas Taylor because, like I said, he's more of an Indiana Jones and Dr. Alan Grant character. So I think, honestly, they should, and a lot of fans of the book did not like the movie, so I think they should honestly just remake the movie and do it better. I would say maybe have Alexandre Aja, who did the 2006 Hills of Eyes remake, direct a new Meg adaptation, and I would say...
What about Zach?
Well, he could work too, but if you have to get a director who's already established. But I would say, as for Jonas Taylor, I'd say you could cast Sean William Scott.
Wow. Did you hear this, Zach? Cole's throwing you under the bus.
I said if you have to get a well-known established director, but if you have to get a new director, have it be Zach.
Yeah.
I think considering Young Bond one. The maid was
the
main version.
the Jan de Bont version I think would have been significantly better. His version was a lot closer to the book.
Although I don't know
I heard that it's based on the book close to that version, Cole. Yeah, the one in my cinema back in the day on pre-question.
I don't know about his casting decision for Jonas Taylor, though.
What? Who did he has as Jonas Taylor for that Jan de Bont's version?
Reportedly, I don't know how true it is. Apparently, John Cusack. It's like I could maybe see it.
Wait, who did he want?
John Cusack.
Nah.
Like maybe early 2000s when it would. That movie would have been made probably around 2004, something like that. Maybe 2005.
Uh-huh.
What about Bruce Campbell?
The possibly great. We got a young bug made.
If they made it in the 90s, Bruce Campbell could have worked.
Oh yeah, that's from Dancing Hollywood Picture one. Dancing bought it at May novel book 1997, almost off the ground. Yeah, I heard of that too.
But again, Serrano, it's just for a movie. But do you think that idea for a new Jaws movie would work?
Maybe, but try to make it like different.
I
You
think
know
I
what
would just.
movie I want to see a sequel to if they do it right?
Huh.
I want to see a sequel to the 1963 Alfred Hitchcock movie, The Birds. But you know what I would do with a new one, Tyrannotherium?
What?
Have you heard of the cryptid Thunderbird?
No, I don't really study cryptids that much. The only cryptids I focus are the cats because they seem to be more real.
But basically, what the Thunderbird is, reported sightings of it began all the way back in 1890 in Canada, and also there were some sightings in the 70s and 80s, but it began in the 1890s. There have been a couple sightings in the U.S. I forget where, but most of the sightings are typically in Canada. But reported sightings of the Thunderbird began when eyewitness accounts reported sightings of giant birds that they said looked like the American condor, but they claimed it was much bigger, with a 25 to 30-foot wingspan, and there have been about 150 reported sightings of it. So,
Interesting.
what I would do with a sequel to the 1963 movie The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock, have it be a movie set like maybe 20 years after the original, but have the movie focus on a new group of characters, and I would maybe title the movie The Birds Awakening, but instead of it just being a bunch of small birds destroying a city, have it be a whole shit ton of Thunderbirds destroying a city, because imagine how much damage those things could do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would say have Alexandre Aja direct it, because it'd title it The Birds Awakening.
How would you tie it in with the Birds too?
With the first two, I would mention events from the first two, and I forget who's the lead actress in the original movie.
I hope one day someone would do a remake of Feliday. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the movie before.
No, but I would say maybe if you have to do a legacy sequel of sorts to the Birds, I would maybe make it take place just a little bit after the second movie, because, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't the original actress in her 60s when the second movie came out?
Uh-huh.
Well, I would say if you have to replace that actress, you know who I think would be a good replacement? If you have to bring her character back.
What?
If you're setting it slightly after the second, Sharon Stone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm actually shocked that you guys don't know what Feliday is about. Feliday is about this cat named Francis that's moved into the neighborhood, and there's like a crime scene, basically, of a story about a bunch of male cats being slaughtered one after another, and it's like a detective kind of movie.
You know
but
what?
with cats.
Sounds
And I
interesting.
actually read a little bit of the book. It's actually, there is a cartoon animated version of it. I highly recommend it. It's on YouTube, but I would like for like a remake of it.
You know,
Sounds like sounds like a property that'd be interesting to revisit.
Yeah, it's actually a German or a French book. Well, I mean, then again, that the movie is, but I think the book is too. So yeah, it's a possibility that maybe someone will do a Feliday remake.
You know what? I would like to see a.
And trust me, the movie, it's not for kids. It's very violent.
I want to see a remake of the book, the Lost World, by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
From the 1920s.
Well, they've done it many times, but I would like to see a new version.
Oh, 1920s? I didn't know that.
I still have yet to see the 1925 Lost World movie. I heard that was a good movie from the 20s.
I saw clips of them in some dinosaur documentaries when I was a kid.
Hey,
I
Cole.
think talking documentaries.
Hold on, what? Let me hear Ty first.
Joseph is asking, what's your favorite movie? What's your favorite? I know your favorite movie is a retrograde.
Fuck no. Retrograde sucks dick.
And yes, yes, Joseph, Santa Claus was a ginger.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Retrograde sucks
Yeah.
dick. That's one of Dolph Lundgren's worst movies.
Yeah, Chris Kringle. Everybody calls me Chris Kringle.
Although, guess what? You know, there's a movie that's worse than that though.
Worse than what?
Retrograde?
Yes, it's a
Oh.
movie directed by John Woo and Dolph Lundgren. Now you
Oh,
think that would be
Blackjack.
yes, you think that would
I
be
haven't
amazing.
seen that movie, but I've heard it's really bad.
Yeah, but you would think that movie would be amazing, right?
Yeah.
But no, in that movie, guess what Dolph Lundgren is afraid of?
What?
The color white.
Okay, that sounds fucking stupid. No. Yeah, there's a reason I haven't bothered with that movie now, but you've told me that.
But
I don't
there's
know Blackjack too much about
there's
it.
literally a
I'm not
scene-
interested in
There's
that.
literally a scene where Dolph Lundgren is scared of milk.
What the fuck?
What?
And he literally, he's like being scared of milk. Ah, ah.
What the fuck?
Oh man! Imagine someone doing a sequel of that garbage movie 65.
67?
No,
69?
No, there's a movie. I'm actually
I
shocked
know.
about
I-
this guy. What?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that garbage dinosaur movie that I unfortunately saw in theaters. That was a waste of my time.
I didn't see it in
Oh.
theaters. I might watch it on streaming, but yeah.
It's garbage. It's garbage.
Joseph, is he talking about that one? Cole, is he talking about that one game from the Sega Genesis called Seaman?
I don't think I've ever heard of that. He would hate Sega, Sega Man. I think that's
There's this game. It's called Seaman. Yes, but it's not that. It's sea, as in the sea, man. Not
Yeah.
that.
Ateranotherium. You know, although I like spiders, you know, one cryptid that I hope I never come across. Have you ever heard of the Jabaphopies? Those ones are creepy.
What? I don't know what they are.
So the biggest spider that we have documented evidence of is the Goliath bird-eating spider, which is 9 inches long with a 12-inch leg span. But back in the 1930s in the African Congo, and even going as far back as 1890, and I believe there were some sightings in the 90s, there were reported sightings of giant spiders that people claimed had a 4 to 5 foot leg span, but there hasn't been a reported sighting one in a while. The most common theory is that the sightings were mistaken for large coconut crabs, which inhabit the land of Africa, and those crabs have a 3 foot leg span. And if you look at a picture of a coconut crab, you'll see that it looks like a big spider. Most scientists think the giant spider sightings were likely mistaken for those.
Well, I don't study spiders, and and I hate spiders.
And again, now there's one guy, you got to take pretty much anything he says with a grain of salt, but there were also some giant spider sightings in England, but most of it typically in Africa. A guy from England told me, and again, you got to take what he says with a grain of salt, but he basically told me that when he was, I think he said like 2005, 2006, somewhere around there, that he was with his dad, and he claims that, outside his, by his house, he claimed he saw a spider, a black spider that he said had a yellow abdomen that he claimed had to have been 2 feet long.
Okay.
But do you think there's bigger spiders we don't know about?
Again, I don't study spiders.
Hey, Cole,
Mm-hmm.
Joseph has another question for you.
Oh boy, what? That's not a question. That's just a stupid comment.
Yeah,
Cole looks like Caillou didn't die of childhood cancer.
I mean,
For
Oh.
fuck's sake.
oh, no offense to Joseph, but you kind of do look like Caillou.
I do.
I heard
know,
that Caillou got canceled because he was whining like a little bitch boy.
He is a whiny bitch boy.
unlike Caillou, although unlike Caillou, listen. I'm gonna get crap for it because oh my god, it's proven that spanking doesn't help children. Okay, well, I was spanked. I turned out okay. At least I think so. I'm still a
Right.
smart ass, but that's about it. But
I remember
Yeah.
watching that when I
I
was
think I'm
really
gonna let you
little.
guys go now.
all right, see ya.
Talk later.
All right. I remember watching it when I was really little.
I don't know the scene in F1 tomorrow. Bye, Ty. I don't know.
Bye.
I
Okay. Ah, gotta love those two.
yeah, over the top. Still,
But yeah,
well, tomorrow's the big day. Possibly.
yep. Let's see. Um, but yeah, what have you been up to?
Nothing much. I left early because I had a sick stomach. Like I was like kind of throwing up, but it was like acid throw up.
Oh,
Yeah, because like I don't know why. I think it's because I had that popcorn last night, and then like today, then I like again I kind of threw up. Like I had like an upset stomach.
hmm.
Yeah. It's either that or the summer heat that got me. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm fine anyway.
Hmm.
Was fine. Well, am fine now, but yeah, like I I was like throwing up acid like crazy.
Huh.
What did you do?
Not much really. Just kind of on off, I guess.
Is Kansas really hot in the summer?
It kind of varies.
And it also has mountains, right?
Define a mountain.
Like big mountains. Like I don't know
Not
where
big
mountain
mountains.
men live.
Not big mountains, but we do have hills that I would classify as mountains.
Oh,
But not like mountains.
yeah.
You
Not
know,
like West Virginia. West Virginia has
or
mountains.
Rockies, but it's not like stuff that like experts would classify as mountains. But if you ask me, somebody said, "Oh, that's a mountain." I mean, I'd say, "Oh yeah, I'd believe you," because they just have big rocks. Isn't that basically what mountains are? If we're gonna technically, big rocks.
Technically speaking, I guess.
So we do have that, but that's all they are.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Oh dear Lord. I was gonna say something. I forget. How did you met Cole?
Through the grapevine of YouTube.
I mean, yeah, no shit, but like, how did he meet you?
I just kind of came across each other, and
Oh.
like,
I mean, I knew him because of LBT 75.
right.
Yeah, and then like, oh shit, I know that guy. He's with JOONBUG Films, or Ty or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. I guess that your channel should be called Ty instead, not JOONBUG.
Well, I mean, maybe it's just kind of what I prefer to be called, though.
Whoa.
Instead of
Zach just comment. Me and Ty met though on Fabio, I think what's that?
Fabio, Italian 751.
Italian. Oh, I see. Yeah.
But yeah, Zach, if you want to come back in, you can.
Oh, Joseph. If Cole had something's wrong with your thing.
I'm farting.
No, your mic. Because I hear some echo.
All right, take over for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I will maybe. Oh, back room. Blah blah blah. Hmm. Cole doesn't even look like Caillou. He has short hair. Caillou's bald. Hello? Testing 1, 2, 3.
And yes, yeah, Zach, I guess Cole does look. That's what people are saying. Cole looks like Caillou.
Yeah, how?
I mean, he does a little. He does look like Caillou a little bit.
Caillou's kind of chubby. Like he has that fat head. Cole doesn't. Cole has like kind of a jar head, let's just say. Not to be mean or anything.
No, I have not seen that yet.
Have you guys seen Bring Her Back yet? Wait, what? Her? Her who? You know who, Ty?
I think it's some movie that came out. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I thought it was someone else, an old enemy.
I don't. At least I hope not.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I don't know. I'm yet. How are the 406 boys doing?
Who?
The 406 boys.
The 4-6 boys?
Yeah.
I don't know who the 4-6 boys are.
Yeah, you do. Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
wait. I think I know.
Yeah, no. But that's cool. That's cool. I'll have to check it out and I'll
Oh, I see.
review. I'll review it for you guys. You know, and I'll make you tell you what, guys. For stuff I'll make you. I'll tell you what. Um, oh, well, that's cool. Hey, can is this both of you or Dylan and Travis? Dylan or Travis? Because I
Said Dylan.
okay. Can you hang out for a little bit in the chat?
Me?
And no, Dylan, until after the stream is over, and then I can propose something. Just little private talk, and I'll just leave it at that. All right, cool. Thank you. Awesome.
Oops, Nick shows up.
Yeah. But that's cool. Man, Melanie's supposed to be doing mine and Zach's film, and she does your guys' film instead. Oh my gosh. Hey, with all respect, I love Melanie, but come on, girl. As I tease her, that's just a tease. It's a joke, guys. It's a joke. Calm down.
What?
Nothing.
Oh.
But yeah, let's see here. But yeah, I don't know. Zach, are you still with us? You can come in and join. If not, I think we might just kind of end it here, and if one of you guys. So, but I'll catch you guys later. And
I thought we were doing a private chat thing. You mentioned.
Well, don't worry.
Okay.
But for you, Dylan. Got a little, just you can join here, and I'll just want to discuss something with you. But we will, just do a little private talk and have some fun. But yeah, Dylan, you can just join the stream real quick, and I just want to discuss something with you real quick. And Zach, you have a link and everything. So